Okay, so that's the dry brushing stage of that over with. What we're going to be doing now is another wash, and again with the Carrollberg Crimson over the Ujima Flippity Gibbet, the loincloth. So there's the second wash for that. We'll come back to that a little later, because now what we need to do is apply the highlights for the other two zombies. So for this we're going to be using, I'm going to pop that over there, we're going to be using the Nurgling Green. So I picked the wrong one up. It's the Nurgling Green I want, which obviously is that one, and we'll get a liberal helping of that, and then we're going to mix that in with white scare because we want a very pale colour. And Screaming Skull, that I usually pale the colours down with, is too close of a colour to work with this, so unfortunately it's going to have to, well, not unfortunately, but it's going to have to be white for this. There we are. And I'll just wash that brush out and get our dry brush again, and we will carry on with this. So it's paint on the brush, just get the paint off the brush and just add two. Now what I'm going to be doing with this is showing you the different washes I used to get the effects on some of the colours, which is why this one is going to be a very pale green, because this is one I'm going to be going over with a mix of, not a mix of, a wash of the Agrax Earthshade. Okay, so that's that one for that. So what I'm going to do now with this is add a little of the, not that one, I'm going to add a little of the scragged brown to this. Okay, this is going to give a totally different feel to this colour. This isn't going everywhere, by the way, it's just going in one particular part, which is not on that one. Can you tell what part it's going to be? In fact, I need this brush dry, so I'd better dry it. It's going to be a dry brush, isn't it? Okay, so it's just going to go over the hand here. So this is one that's going to be highlighted in the Agrax Earthshade, so I don't really need to go too far with it. I can always add a little here and there, over the zombie, just to give it that little bit of a different look. There we are. And next what we're going to be doing is getting the Elysian green, which is that one. Hope you saw it then. That one. It's a little darker than the Nurgling green, and this is going to be going on the loincloth as a highlight. There we are. And oops. What we're going to be doing next is leaving that as that for the time being until everywhere dries. Now we're going to be going on to the next model, and this one we're going to be doing is like a greyish coloured skin, and for that we're going to be using Administratum Grey once I can find it. That's my new one, that's my old one. Okay, so we're using that one. This is a colour I've not actually done before, but I thought, yeah, what the heck, it might look interesting. If it works, it works. If it doesn't, who cares? Okay, so let's have a try and see how this one works on zombie flesh. I'll be getting more zombies. I'm just trying different colours out to find out which ones I like, which of them work okay, which of them I think now I'm not too keen on, and which seem to just, which ones pop and which ones just stay there hoping to be noticed. What we are going to be doing is something like this for the ghouls. But we will be doing something slightly different with this in a second. We're not going to be keeping it as this colour. Oops, trying to nip my pot. Okay. Now bear in mind we do need to highlight these as well, so stay tuned for that one. Now where were we? We're going back to your Mon Izzy is dry enough for what I want to do, so let's do what I want to do. And first of all, what I want to do is get out the Druchii Violet. And with this we are going to be going over the areas that I previously did pink. As you noticed from the first one, this is going to make it look as though it's all like blood vessels and things like that. Some of these areas aren't going to be what you call it, the pink areas. They're going to be like bone and stuff like that, but we're going over all of them in the Druchii Violet just so it looks quite right. And I'm just going in different areas as well with the Druchii Violet, not just in the pink areas. Okay, so that's that bit done. What I want to do now is highlight the well, not highlight, actually paint the bone parts on this, because there are areas of this that are bone. There is the bone showing through here in the leg, and here in the leg. I know I've only just put the violet down, but we can get away with it with this particular model. And here there is bone, and here there is bone. And that, I think, is all you can see of bone in that particular model. So next we'll go to this one, and again it's the areas here that's the knee. I'll do this knee as well. I don't think I did this in the other one, so I'll go back to that one in a second. The skull needs to be shown as bone. As does, I think, that little bit, it looks like bone, and that as well. And finally this zombie, I don't think there's anywhere here. There is, there's a bit of bone protruding there, and that's it. But when it comes down to this zombie, we have a few extra pieces to apply, because it's not just, I think maybe on 2 zombies, I don't know. Let me have a look at this one as well. It's not that one. It is just this one. So what we have is like 2 bandages, or 2 pairs of the same bandage rather, as well as wraps around the ankles. And for this we're going to go white, which is the white scare. We will be going over this with a wash in a moment. It won't be this pure white that you see on the finished figure. Will be washed to make it look different. There are what looks like bandages wrapped around the ankle. Here. So what we're trying to do is get all the crevices filled with the white, as well as the high points. Oops. There we are, and there we are, and I think that is it for the bandages there. We do need to go over a few little areas with the pink again. As you can see, that area needs brightening up. That area actually needs doing. In fact, I think that's bone. So what I'm going to do, I'm not sure if it's bone or a tendon, so I'm going to do it as bone, just to make life easy. And again, that's the screaming skull. A little bit of that on the brush, and I don't think that would be bone really. That's too small for the bone in that area of the body, so never mind. Okay, so I've got bone there. I'm going to do that bit there There's bone with a little muscle showing past it. I'm also going to do the eyeball and the screaming skull, teeth, and same, nothing there. And in this one we'll do again the eyeballs and teeth, and the screaming skull. We're not looking for perfection. These are game pieces. We want some good for gated tabletop. We're not putting these in for award ceremonies. Okay, so that's that. While we're waiting for that one to dry, which has the wash on it, we'll go back, and this one is the one that I said is going to get a wash, and the wash that this one is going to be getting is Agrax Earthshade. And it's going to get this liberally applied all over. There we go. Trying to avoid the pink areas, especially around the stomach. The hand is holding is going to get washed as well. And that will do for this model. Okay, so there's one zombie done. This zombie, for the most part, is done. The only thing that is needed for this one is an extreme highlight, which it's going to get now. And that extreme highlight is going to be a mix again of the white scar and a little bit of the Nurgling green. We just want to take we just want to take the complete whiteness off the white scar by adding a little bit of Nurgling green, just to make it a much brighter colour, a much brighter shade rather. And that, I think, will do the job. And then it's dry brush time. and all over where the sun or the light is going to hit, it's going to get a blast with this. I think I've went off camera there, so we've gone here. The light is going to hit right from there, so we're going to be going on this shoulder. It's going to be quite bright on this shoulder, and it's going to be quite bright on the hands, on this side of the head. You may find some at the bottom of the legs. There we are. And that's another one done. And finally, I said the only highlight we have on this one is to brighten that grey colour, and for that we're going to be using Administratum Grey. And to be honest, I think we can mix that in with that green. In fact, no we can't. I'll mix it in with that green. And then add quite a bit of white to make it much brighter. And then we can carry on with the dry brushing over as we did with the last one. Okay, there's that. So it's again a case of where the light is going to hit and nowhere else. So this is the extreme highlighting. It's not a way of showing where the we're not trying to make it look as though it's the skin colour. We are trying to highlight the skin colour now and make the top of it and the brighter areas stand out against the what am I going to say then? Against the shadow areas. That was it. Okay, there we are. And next we have the Agrax Earthshade wash going on this last model. Is that it? No, it's Dragonoff Nightshade, Agrax Earthshade. Here we are. Well, this is going on this model over the white bandages, I really should start looking before I start painting as to where the where the model is in the viewfinder. It's a waste of time trying to tell you how or show you how I'm doing things and you can't see. So there's a Agrax Earthshade for that. On that bit that I've done as bone, and that bit that I've done as bone, and that bit that I've done as bone, and there was somewhere else that I painted as bone, wasn't there? it was on the one that I actually did the full wash with the Agrax shade over, so that's already been done. Okay, if you have any different colours, you could always do another colour of wash over the top. We don't need to just stop there. At the moment I've just got the Drakenhof Nightshade, Druchar Violets, Caribou Crimson and Nuln Oil. But so there's our 3 zombies ready for action. And you may have noticed I've not done anything more with that loincloth because I think it looks okay as is. Okay, so there we are. There's the last 3 zombies in my starter set. What I've done with the others is gone around the edge with Rhinox hide. I'll do that when these are fully dried. They will go over there with them. I'm going to keep them separate so I know they're done. That one I can actually do now because it has dried. Just to show you what I did with it. It's no big no big work of art for this one. It's just brush, paint and all around the base. There we are. And I will be basing these with sand and grassy stuff, but that'll probably be off camera because you've seen me do all that rubbish before. Okay, so that's it for the zombies for Kings of War. Next time it will be one of the ghouls that I'm doing. I'm going to do these all the same, near enough, and they're just going to be washed. There's nothing going to be major about this. Washed, or possibly 2 coats of wash and then a highlight colour, and that's it. You don't need much else doing to them. So that's what's going to be next. We have how many of these little blighters? 6, 7, 8. We have 10 of those, 18 zombies, and we have 5 wraiths, a necromancer, and I think there's 20 skeletons as well. So we have plenty to do, and I want to get them all done before the 8th of August. So let's see how I get on, shall we? Right, until next time, as always, take care, God bless, and bye for now.